NBC15 News at 11 starts now.
Now at 11, powerful storms moved through the area last night and this morning, leaving roads underwater. Plus, towns in Italy are reeling in the aftermath of a devastating earthquake. And a Green Bay man is arrested after assaulting young children and leaving them in a burning building. Our big story today, thunderstorms rolled through the area early this morning and heavy rain led to flooding throughout Richland County. NBC15's Lauren Winfrey shows us how roads were impacted.
Good morning. Flash flood warnings for Richland County went into effect early this morning. And if you check this out, this entire creek behind me, well, it's taken over this major section of County Road Q. According to Richland County Emergency Management, a few of the other roads impacted by floods include parts of County Highway F, County Highway E, and Highways 171 and 56. And all of this is making it pretty difficult for area residents to get to work this morning.
It's pretty frustrating. I didn't think it'd be this bad, so that's why I kind of went my back roads the quick way, and now I can't go to work, so I have to take a vacation day maybe, and that's not what I wanted to do.
Now, Richland County Emergency Management says area rivers and streams may continue to rise, and that's why they urge everyone to monitor weather forecasts throughout the day. Now, not all of the roads are as bad as this one, but county officials do warn if you see a road blocked by water, it's better to just turn around. Reporting in Richland County, Lauren Winfrey, NBC15 News.
Lauren, thanks. According to Richland County Emergency Management, Highway 171 and Highway 56 are now open. County Highways E and Highways Q, F, and DD are covered in water. Around the world, a powerful earthquake devastated a string of mountainous towns in central Italy today, trapping residents under piles of rubble, killing at least 73 people and leaving thousands homeless. Video from the Italian Forest Ministry showed a person trapped under rubble in a rural village. The U.S. Geological Survey measured the quake at 6.2 magnitude and said it struck near a small town close to Rome. A Rhode Island college basketball team is in Rome for the preseason training, and an assistant coach says the earthquake woke him from a sound sleep.
But it lasted a long time. It lasted like over 30 seconds, which doesn't seem like a long time, but when you're in the middle of it, it was a pretty long time. We kept looking at each other like, what's going on? We didn't know if there were people in the hallway, there were things, noises kind of coming from there, so it was certainly interesting. It was definitely very scary.
Officials at UW-Madison say they don't believe any students abroad have been affected. Well, we had a very gloomy start to this morning, but the rain seems to have subsided for now. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Charlie Shortino and see if we can expect more rain throughout the day. Charlie?
And there's a possibility of a little bit more. We're not going to get anywhere near the totals that we saw earlier today. And you can see overnight some pretty big totals over northeastern Iowa and that swath that ran into Crawford and Richland County. Those purple areas indicate rainfall totals in excess of 3 inches, generally between 3 and 5. But the red over northeast Iowa, 5 to 6 inches of rain. A lot of that came in a 2 to 3 hour period, and thus we got the flooding, and those rivers and streams still way up there in both Crawford and Richland counties. On radar right now, not a whole lot going on. We have a few scattered showers and thunderstorms over parts of Minnesota now, and a few scattered throughout the central part of Wisconsin as well, but not a whole lot to speak of right now, nor do I think we'll have a whole lot to speak of during the afternoon. An isolated shower or two possible, chances only running at 20%, so a slight chance of additional precipitation. Temperatures will be pretty close to our average, topping off at about 80 for this afternoon.
Charlie, thanks. An 18-year-old man is accused of luring 4 children under the age of 10 into an apartment above a vacant Green Bay restaurant, assaulting 2 of them and setting the building on fire. Jesus Castillo-Veitia Quinton is facing 5 criminal charges, including child abuse and arson. He told police the apartment above the 1001 Club was his secret hideout. All of the children managed to escape the burning building. Jesus was arrested near the scene with help from a police dog. A 2-year-old has died after falling from a window at a Milwaukee home yesterday. Authorities have not yet released details on the child's death, but a neighbor says the boy's family was searching for him when they realized he was stuck in the window. Relatives say the toddler was staying with his grandmother, but was being watched by young teens.
I was just praying in my head, like, please, God, give him life. Like, please help him. That's all I could think of at that point.
No one was arrested and no one is in custody as police try to figure out exactly what happened. Wisconsin's average score on the ACT college entrance exam dropped below the national average in the first year that all graduating seniors took the test. Wisconsin's test scores had been among the highest and above the national average for years before a new state law that took effect in 2015 required all 11th graders to take the exam. Wisconsin's average 20.5 score is below the national average of 20.8 for this year. The state score is down 1.7 points from last year when 73% of seniors took the exam. An oil company has filed a lawsuit challenging Wisconsin's minimum markup law on gasoline. Christ Oil Company filed the lawsuit Monday in Vilas County. The company claims the law violates their right to operate free of anti-competitive and arbitrary government regulation, and that it amounts to a hidden tax on consumers. The state Justice Department is reviewing the lawsuit. In our Decision 2016 coverage, the highest-ranking Republican in the Wisconsin State Senate is joining with Donald Trump in calling for an investigation into the Clinton Charitable Foundation. Trump's campaign released a statement yesterday from Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald. A new Associated Press analysis shows more than half the non-government people Hillary Clinton met with as Secretary of State were also donors to her family's foundation. Madison and Milwaukee might be able to start early voting next month. Wisconsin Attorney Brad Schimmel is dropping an attempt to block the state's largest cities from starting early voting in September for the November 8th election. And coming up on NBC15 News at 11, we have two sweet kittens in the studio looking for their forever homes. We'll tell you more about them next.
At Pet World, we want your pet to feel on top of the world. Get $3 off 28-pound bags and $3 off 14-pound bags of Earthborn Holistic Grain-Free Dog and Cat Food. Pet World Warehouse Outlet, all your pet needs. When you get here, stick around.
It's an epic night in binge watching TV, free from time on demand and stunning HD. Spectrum TV, I'm going all out. $29.99, there is no doubt. Call 1-855-955-2999.
Multiple devices for games, music, and my shows. No data caps, yeah. Connected, here I go. Spectrum internet, I'm going all out. $29.99, there is no doubt. Call 1-855-955-2999.
It's getting dark, but my phone is lighting up.
With unlimited calling, just to say so.
Got no contracts for me to sign. TV, internet, and voice for $29.99. Call 1-855-955-2999.
You paid too much for those glasses.
Who?
You. Designer frames? Well, so are these. And these. And these. And they all cost less than those.
How?
America's Best. Where 2 pairs of designer glasses and a free eye exam start at $69.95. Get ready to
Turn some heads.
save money.
That's good too.
The designer sales event is not just a better deal, it's America's Best. Hurry, sale ends soon.
With the most hours of news, NBC15 brings you more stories, more weather, more you. Watch NBC15 News.
At Pet World, we know you cherish your pet's unconditional love, and that's why this month you'll get $3 off 28-pound grain-free all life stages Pro-Pack dog food. Pet World Warehouse Outlet, all your pet needs. It'll be worth your while.
Marissa DeGroot is here with us today from the Dane County Humane Society, and we are joined by these sweet little kittens. Marissa, what can you tell us about these little friends?
Well, over here, this one is Bear, and this is his brother Javi. So they came to the shelter. They were found stray, and they were very, very young. They're now about 5 months old and just came back from a wonderful foster home, and they are ready to find their forever home now.
Oh, so people that are interested in these two little lovable little fur babies, what can they do?
So they are over at our main shelter, which is closed today, but you can look up at giveshelter.org a little more information about them if you're interested, and then come and visit them as soon as tomorrow at noon.
So you were talking to me about Bear and Javi earlier. You said they're snuggly. They're snugglers, right?
Oh, for sure. So Bear and Javi, again, they came in together. They don't necessarily have to go home together. They're not a bonded pair, but if you are looking to add a couple of kittens to your family, they do get along so well, and they are snugglers. When I came and saw them this morning, they are just sleeping right on top of each other.
Oh, and where, you said earlier, where can people kind of find more information?
Giveshelter.org, and these guys are at our main shelter. But we also have a lot of cats and kittens, both at the main shelter and our adoption center west.
So Bear and Javi are lucky people that are here, lucky kittens, I guess, people that are here with us today. But tell me more about our other little buddies.
Again, we got lots of cats and kittens at the shelter right now. But if you want to kind of keep up on a lot of the news at the shelter, either our upcoming events or see kind of our featured animals, we have a monthly e-newsletter that you can sign up at giveshelter.org and again, see a lot of our upcoming events, kind of breaking news at the shelter. And there's just a lot of great ways you can follow us.
What would you say to someone who might be kind of hesitant to check out the animals that you have and the animals that just need their forever homes?
Well, we have a great team of adoption counselors. So if you want to come in and you're not positive if it's going to be the right match, we encourage you to come, call us, ask questions, meet with an animal that you might be interested in, and we will see if it's going to be the right match for your family.
All right, Marissa, thanks so much. Coming up next on NBC 15 News at 11. People are outraged with the CEO of Emergency EpiPen. We'll tell you why coming up.
NBC 15 News is brought to you by the law firm of Havish and Rotier.
Problem water.
I'm on it.
Dude, don't do it yourself.
No?
No. Leave it to the experts. With a Culligan Whole House Water Softening System, you get better water and service you can actually count on.
Hey, Culligan man.
Hey.
Oh, this is great.
I'm possible at Hersey.
It was almost tearing me apart getting up every morning going to the same yucky job. Coming to Herzing was the best decision I have ever made. So I got a new job as a property accountant, and I will start right before graduation, so it's perfect timing. It was amazing. I am thrilled. I love Herzing because I feel like I can be myself while building on myself.
I'm possible at Herzing.
The driver wasn't looking.
The bike's wrecked.
I'm out of work.
The insurance company didn't seem to care.
They just wanted to give me a small check. So I called Hupy and Abraham. They got my bike fixed.
My medical bill's covered.
Plus, they got me a whole lot more than the insurance company offered. The lawyers with experience. Hupy and Abraham. Local lawyers who respect riders because they are riders.
Hupy and Abraham has successfully represented thousands of injured bikers, many with substantial multi-million-dollar settlements. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham, right now.
The best sales are around the holidays, so the Brothers Maine is having a big holiday blowout. You'll find big savings in our expanded showrooms now with our largest appliance selection ever. And we've just cut prices on all the top brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Refrigerators, washers, dryers, ranges, and dishwashers, they're all on sale now. With 12 months of 0% interest, you could even be eligible for package rebates up to $1,500. Don't miss the big deals and big savings during our big holiday blowout sale now at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Leave it to the experts. With a Culligan Whole House Water Softening System, you get better water and service you can actually count on.
Hey, Culligan man.
Hey.
Oh, this is great.
I know.
Save salt, energy, and water with a $39.95 water softener. Check and sanitize on any brand.
In your health, Americans are paying more for prescription drugs than any other advanced country. And these medications now make up nearly 1/5 of total health care costs. Experts say the U.S. allows manufacturers to set their own prices and have exclusive rights, delaying the production of cheaper generic drugs. And doctors typically prescribe expensive drugs when more reasonable alternatives may be available. And for the millions of people who rely on an emergency EpiPen, growing anger and outrage has emerged after a price hike. Many states require schools to stock the medicine in case a child suffers a potentially deadly allergic attack. But the company that makes the EpiPen has a near monopoly, and now members of Congress are calling for a federal investigation into price gouging. NBC's Tom Costello has more.
It's called anaphylactic shock, a fast, life-threatening allergic reaction. Millions of at-risk Americans and schools keep EpiPens close by in case of just such an emergency. 9-year-old Joshua Fernandez is allergic to nuts. But over 8 years, the price to pharmacies for an EpiPen 2-pack has skyrocketed from $100 to $600. And the pens must be replaced yearly. Now, NBC News has found that over the same period, Mylan Pharmaceuticals raised executive pay and compensation by more than 600%.
I'm struggling to just provide basic life-saving medicine for my child, and the money that I pay for this medication is going to somebody's paycheck or some crazy profit margin.
In Congress, both Republicans and Democrats are alleging price gouging, calling for an investigation. Senator Amy Klobuchar's daughter, Abigail, has relied on an EpiPen since she was a child.
How can you explain that this very same item made by an American company is hundreds of dollars cheaper in Canada?
Mylan Pharmaceuticals tells NBC News the price change better reflects important product features and the value the product provides. And it offers coupons to help customers with high insurance deductibles. But Mylan is not talking about CEO Heather Bresch's total compensation, going from $2.4 million to nearly $19 million over 8 years.
It's coming at a time when there's almost never been more scrutiny on the drug industry for its pricing practices.
That was Tom Costello reporting. There are alternatives for patients, but during an emergency, they may not be ideal.
This is your Weather Authority forecast.
All right, weather time. We have some clouds out there now. Very few showers over southern Wisconsin. I'll show you some radar coming up. 80 degrees forecast high today. 67 has been the low so far. 79 and 58 are the averages. So we're going to be pretty close on the high. The low temperature is going to be above average for today. It's mostly cloudy, 73 right now. South winds at 11. The dew point's up at 68, so you can at least feel some of that humidity out there. Be around 75 by noon, 80 at 4 p.m. If we get any precipitation during the afternoon, most of it will be very light, brief, and spotty. We only have a 20% chance seeing those showers this afternoon. That does, however, go up to a 30% chance this evening, and we may have a few of those stray showers popping up to the west of here later today. You can see big rain totals. These reds indicate 5 to 6 inches. The purple and lavender indicate 3 to 5 inches, and there were local totals around 5 inches over parts of Crawford and Richland County earlier this morning, and we had some big totals over northern Grant County as well. All the areas in blue saw at least an inch of rainfall. We did remain under an inch in Madison, but still did pick up some pretty decent rainfall. Flood warnings in effect locally to the west of here. We have one flood warning in effect, Crawford County. These typically do not have expiration times. They are in effect until further notice. The National Weather Service will cancel them when the flood waters dissipate. But you can see along the Kickapoo River, there is a flood warning in effect over Crawford County, over Crawford County for this afternoon. You can see temperatures have risen into the 70s in most of southern Wisconsin now. The readings will continue to climb, and we'll top off around 80. There are going to be quite a few clouds around, maybe a few breaks in the clouds here or there. You can see some spotty showers. Southern Minnesota now, parts of central Wisconsin have seen some spotty showers over the past hour, and this will kind of be the MO through the afternoon. These little showers popping up here and there, nothing too heavy. And everything should remain brief. But I think we'll have a few of them around until the cold front swings through, which will happen overnight tonight. We'll start off the day with clouds tomorrow. Should get into some sunshine tomorrow afternoon, and this ridge of high pressure will build in and bring us a lot of sunshine in as we head through the day Friday. So additional precipitation, not much. We'll be measuring this in 1/100ths of an inch in most locations. You can see forecast highs, low 80s pretty much everywhere in southern Wisconsin for today. There may be a few spots that only get into the upper 70s, but most of them will get into the low 80s for today. That does include an 80-degree high temperature in Madison under mostly cloudy skies. 81 tomorrow, 75 for the high temperature on Friday. Looks like a pretty decent day, a little bit on the cool side, but we'll start to warm things back up into next week. Now, we do have chances of rain for the weekend, a 50% chance Saturday, 40% chance on Sunday. So those will hopefully be scattered if you do have anything going on outdoors.
And seeing some of those roads underwater, that was pretty scary. Is that something we still need to worry about?
Oh yeah, definitely in that area. Those rivers will continue to rise. Sometimes it takes, depending on the situation, it can take days for them to reach their crest. Now, I don't think that will be the case to the west of here with this one in particular, but I think the waters will continue to rise, at least in the short term, and then begin to recede again.
All right, Charlie, thank you.
Sure.
Coming up next on NBC15 News at 11.
I'm Stacey Johnson here on the streets of New York to talk about your consumer rights. Do you know what they are? We're about to find out. A pop quiz on consumer rights. That's just ahead on Money Talks News.
Here's Mom's correspondent Pam Tauser with today's Mom's Minute.
Hi, today we're with Chad Strander from Strander Roofing, and we're talking about a fairly new kind of shingles that people may not know about, but they should probably know exists.
Yeah, it's an Atlas shingle, and what the difference is they teamed up with 3M. So there's a Scotch Guard in the shingle for the life of the shingle.
And that helps with stains on your roof, that kind of thing?
If you look around your neighborhood and if you see a roof that's got, streaking in it, that it looks like it's in poor condition, it's stained, and this actually has a copper in the granules that keeps that from happening for the life of the shingle.
Wow, and you can get all different looks with it too, correct?
Yep, there's a shake, and then there's also a slate look that depends on your kind of shingle that you want on your house.
And they're hail resistant too, right?
Yep, they got a rubberized component that they put in with the shingles so they can withstand impact for hail.
Wow, great news. How can people learn more if they want to find out more?
Give us a call at 592-3407.
All right, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
See more of this interview at momseveryday.com.
The NBC15 Weather Authority is brought to you by Lawton and Cates. If you have been hurt at work, let us help you get the settlement you deserve. Trust the voice of experience.
I'm Russ Feingold, and I approve this message.
Listen to Senator Johnson on student loans.
Yeah, it's just kind of free money. Young people don't really necessarily understand finance.
What Senator Johnson doesn't understand is more than 800,000 Wisconsinites have student loans, but he wants to eliminate federal student loans and keep interest rates high.
It's just kind of free money.
With Senator Johnson, opportunity for middle-class kids would disappear. Ron Johnson's not for students, not for Wisconsin.
Paint? No, this isn't just paint. This is the most advanced one-coat coverage. Made with molecules that bond stronger, bond tighter, and bond tougher in one coat for beauty that starts and stays that way. Because this isn't just paint. This is Paramount. New and exclusively at Menards.
Many people clean their dentures with toothpaste or plain water. And even though their dentures look clean, in reality, they're not. If a denture were to be put under a microscope, we can see all the bacteria that still exist on the denture. And that bacteria multiplies very rapidly. That's why dentists recommend cleaning with Polident every day. Polident's unique microclean formula works in just 3 minutes, killing 99.99% of odor-causing bacteria. For a cleaner, fresher, brighter denture every day.
In money news, Americans love plastic. There are more credit cards in the United States than there are people. But when it comes to managing that credit, are we as knowledgeable as we should be? Money reporter Stacey Johnson is here to find out with a pop quiz.
While we're all different, we have at least one thing in common. Every one of us is a consumer. And as consumers, we have rights. But do we really know what they are? That is what I am here in Times Square to find out. We've stopped somebody on the street. Her name is?
Cassie Harmon.
Cassie? Cassie, we stopped Cassie on the street. We're going to ask her a few basic consumer questions. Are you ready for your first question?
Sure.
Here it is. A store advertises a $300 vacuum cleaner, but they have a misprint. They put $30 in the ad. Do they have to honor that $30 price?
Yes.
The answer is no, they actually don't. While some states may require the store to honor advertised prices, if it's a legitimate mistake, they're generally not required to.
I buy something I'm not happy with, and I dispute that purchase with my credit card. So I charge something to my credit card, now I hate it, I dispute the purchase. Can the store still come after me for that money?
True.
That's absolutely true. Just because your credit card company refunds your purchase, that doesn't mean a store can't sue. That's why you should always try to settle disputes with the merchant first. Now for question 3. With a 30-day warranty, on day 31, it breaks. I'm out of luck. True or false?
You're out of luck. So true, yeah.
Answer, you may not be out of luck. Unless something's being sold as is, many state laws require that most products come with what's called an implied warranty of merchantability. That means products should last a reasonable amount of time. If it breaks, you should talk to the retailer or manufacturer. Well, that's it. If you didn't get all those answers right, maybe it's time to learn more about your rights as a consumer. It's easy to do. Just go to moneytalksnews.com and do a search for consumer rights. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacey Johnson.
Coming up after the break, we'll have a final check on your forecast.
Like us on Facebook, NBC15 Madison.
The Child Emotion Lab invites your family for child development research. Receive up to $40 per study. Let your child be part of scientific discovery. To learn more, call now, 608-890-2525.
Escape, create, celebrate.
I'm Nancy Zeman. Join me at this year's Quilt Expo, where we'll enjoy award-winning quilts from across the country. Find the latest tools and quilting notions from hundreds of exhibitors. Plus, gain insight and inspiration right there from the experts. Go online now to plan your Quilt Expo.
Head to the Alliant Energy Center in Madison, September 8th through the 10th for the Wisconsin Public Television Quilt Expo.
This is the guy who controls the cinnamon dial for cinnamon toasters. One day he cranked the dial from some to even more cinnamon. Was it too much? Oh no. More cinnamon means more cinnamon taste in every bite of Malto-Meal cinnamon toasters. Good work, guy.
Numbers from across the country show that distracted driving triples your risk of being in an accident. Distracted driving includes activities such as digging through a briefcase, texting, talking on a cell phone, eating and drinking, talking to passengers, adjusting the radio, even reading a map or referencing your GPS. If you've been injured by a distracted driver, call Bowler & Vaughn. The call is free, the consultation is free.
We now lose control, and now America takes over.
Vote now. You decide who competes for $1 million.
This girl is special.
The Got Talent live results tonight on NBC.
With only one episode left until the season finale,
Trail's cut off.
nothing can prepare you for what comes next.
Scott, if we don't make it, I really won't.
We will, I promise. The Night Shift, new tonight on NBC.
All right, Charlie's got a final look at our forecast.
And we still have the possibility of some showers out there. Nothing too heavy, I don't think, this afternoon. There's only a 20% chance. It was an 80% chance this morning. Little better chance this evening. It jumps up to a 30 to 40% chance, but I think we're measuring the rain under 1/10 of an inch from here on.
All right, I'm okay with that. Thanks so much for joining us today at 11.
NBC15.